下一个问题。
Next question, please.
发言人好，中新社记者提问。据了解，菲律宾正式出台
China News Service, we've learned that the Philippines officially enacted the Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act and the Maritime Zones Act. What's your comment? The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China has released a statement, has summoned the Philippine ambassador to China and make serious protests with it on the signing into law of the two acts. Let me stress that the so-called Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act illegally includes China's Huangyandao, most islands and reefs of China's Nansha Tuna and their adjacent waters in its maritime zones, and attempts to further enforce the illegal arbitral award on the South China Sea by domestic legislation. Such moves seriously violate China's territorial sovereignty and maritime rights and interests. We strongly condemn and firmly oppose it. China's territorial sovereignty and maritime rights and interests in the South China Sea are solidly grounded in history and law, comply with international law, including UNCLOS, and will not be influenced by the Philippines Maritime Zones Act. The so-called arbitral award on the South China Sea is illegal, null and void. China does not accept or recognize it. We oppose and do not accept any claim or action based on the award. Under the pretext of implementing UNCLOS, the Philippines attempts to support its illegal claims and actions in the South China Sea by approving the so-called Maritime Zones Act. Such an act seriously violates the DOC in the South China Sea and will make the situation in the South China Sea more complex. China firmly opposes any infringement and provocations adopted by the Philippines based on the act. China urges the Philippines to earnestly respect China's territorial sovereignty and maritime rights and interests. Stop at once any unilateral moves that may escalate the dispute and complicate the situation, and keep the South China Sea peaceful and stable. China reserves the right of taking all measures necessary. The Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act has many inconsistencies with the regulations of international law and resolutions of the International Maritime Organization. We ask the Philippines to earnestly abide by international law and not to undermine the lawful rights of all sides under international law, including UNCLOS.